What's going on, everyone? This is Nate the Great coming to you live from the All Sports All Plays Network. This is Sportsstatus. It's like I said. Now, before I go in and talk about the games being played today, Bucks and Heat going on right now as we speak, I do want to repeat the announcement made yesterday. The announcement made yesterday is I have a new website coming out called a new website out, and the first blog will be released today. Just need some time to come up with name and some other stuff to the article talking about Lightning and Panthers. But so stay tuned in for that. But Sportsstatus will only be a pregame and a postgame show. As right now, just pregame only. It's still going 2 days a week, and that's Wednesdays and Saturdays. Now, today's episode is just talking NBA and NHL like normal. Now, so to start things off, I'm going to go ahead and talk about the game going on right now. The Bucks are playing. The Miami Heat. Miami is currently leading 10-8 in the game, but Bucks are leading 3-0 in the series. The Bucks have scored a victory in Game 1, but I mean, that was the only game out of the last three games that were even close. The Game 2 and Game 3, the Bucks have just been dominating at both ends of the floor. They won the last two games combined with the number of 63 points. So what's the difference? Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday is really the answer for this Bucks team. Now, especially for one man that's been part on this roster for a very long time, and that's Giannis Antetokounmpo. And he's been also made a difference, putting up the number of buckets that Giannis has actually been able to play defense for this Bucks team, and which is why it was not Game 2 and Game 3 weren't close. Why it was dominant. It's because the Bucks have a second big guy to shoot, to score. And they also, now keep in mind, Bucks also have Chris Middleton as their number 3. It does give Giannis the availability to play defense. Another thing that's been great for this Bucks team is three-point shooting. I think y'all know what I'm going to say here. Bucks are going to win. And it's not going to even be close. I get it that they were losing last I checked. Yeah, they were losing last I checked 12-8. But I don't. It's still early in the game. Bucks can easily shoot a couple of threes and easily take the lead. Now at 3 o'clock today, we have the Denver Nuggets, my team, what I'm wearing right now. They're playing the Portland Trailblazers. And this is the only game that I think actually will be close. Is offense the best defense? I guess it really depends for here. It really depends on the situation. for what I was talking about, I think yeah, because it does adding in a Drew Holiday gives that extra score, so allows Giannis to provide more time to play defense. Now going back to Nuggets and Trailblazers, Nuggets won game 3. However, if I have to be honest, you would have looked at a different outcome if Yusuf Nurkic was not fouled out of the game. So, Nuggets, to win game 4, I think what they need to do is they need to keep continuing doing what they're doing. Allowing the ball, allowing Austin Rivers. Austin Rivers had a great game yesterday. He, especially in the fourth quarter, shooting. He kept constantly shooting threes and knocking them down as well. But if looking at Portland, if Austin Rivers is double teamed, Austin Rivers being double teamed, Jokic being double teamed, and Portland does not have Nurkic being in foul trouble, I really think that the Portland can take this series. As I said from the beginning, I honestly think this is going to be a 6-game series. And the winner of the 6-game series is the Trailblazers. Now, obviously, if Denver wins tonight, my prediction is wrong. And I hope my prediction is wrong. But I don't think it's going to. Now, the other 2 games, I'm not going to touch much about it, but I will touch a little bit about game 2. The Sixers are currently having a 2-0 lead against the Wizards. As the series, their game has not started yet. However, now the Wizards did lose Russell Westbrook early in the fourth quarter because of an ankle injury. Now, we don't know yet if Russell will be playing in game 3. But even then, I still think it's going to be a Sixers sweep, especially if Westbrook is out. If Westbrook is out, it's going to be a blowout. But it's still going to be a sweep if Westbrook is in this game. Because the Wizards have been struggling shooting from the 3-point line. Even yesterday, the Wizards went 2 from 22 shooting from the 3-point line. Only 2 shots made it in as threes, but they attempted to shoot more. So I think really because of them struggling to shoot from 3, that's what they need to focus on. But really in game 3, if they want to get this win, they need to attempt more from other positions. And as for Jazz and Grizzlies, I don't think it's going to be even close for Game 3. I think Jazz is going to take this win to make it 2-1, as the series is tied 1-1 right now. Donovan Mitchell returned Game 2 and completely just blew out the Memphis Grizzlies. Memphis did win, but if Donovan Mitchell, I think really for this game, if the Grizzlies want to win, they have to triple team Donovan Mitchell and allow other players to do their stuff. Other Jazz players, focus all your attention on Donovan Mitchell. Don't worry about other guys like Rudy Gobert, other guys like that. But triple team. If triple team, make sure he does not get his shots. I don't think that's going to happen, though. Jazz is going to win this one. You might as well call. You might as well call the NBA and say, hey, I want to play round 2 opponent because there's no way that the Grizzlies are going to win. So that's all I had to say on the NBA side. Let's go to the NHL. There's only 2 games today. Now, let me give a little bit of score update. Miami's currently in the lead, 20-12. I still think Milwaukee is going to win this one, though. There are 2 games today. We're still in round 1. Well, we're in round 1 for another game, but for round 2 has started as well. So we're in a mix of both. Maple Leafs are playing the Canadiens today. It's a game 6. Game 6, if the Canadiens win, then the series is tied 3-3. Toronto Maple Leafs win, then the series is over. Maple Leafs move on and go play the Winnipeg Jets. One thing I have to say about this game before I give my prediction, if the Canadiens win this game, but Toronto wins game 7, that's not looking good for them. Because they're playing against a Winnipeg Jets team that has not lost a playoff game so far. And I get it, it's only round 2, but they swept round 1. So they had time to rest. And there's the same thing about Colorado. But we're not talking about Colorado. We're talking about Toronto. Toronto had time to. Colorado had time to rest. Just using that for the analogy. Now it's hard to come back from a 3-1 lead. In the NBA, there's only been one team to come back from a 3-1 lead in 2 different series, and that was the Denver Nuggets last year. NHL, I cannot recall. I might need to do more research on that, but I cannot recall when was the last time somebody pulled a 3-1 comeback. So, because of that, I think the Leafs are going to win. Canadiens, now when it comes to this game, I think it is over for Montreal. Maple Leafs are going to move on and play the Winnipeg Jets. That is my prediction. Now, the other game that's being played today is the Islanders and the Bruins. Game 1 starts today. To be realistic, I think the Boston Bruins are playing their best hockey that they have played all season. But Islanders do the same thing every single year. And that they always end up being the underdog. I don't know what it is about this team, but they're always end up being the underdog and making it to and pulling an upset. The Islanders last year made it to round 3 even. Now I get it's round 2, not round 1. But I think that Islanders are going to win this game. I'm going to call it now, and I'm going to say the Islanders are going to win this series 4-2. Islanders in 6 games. Now, Bruins are the home team today. I think Islanders, but even though the Bruins are the home team today, and because the Bruins are playing the home field advantage, even though I had them losing the series, I think they're going to win today. But I don't think they're going to maybe win today and win like game 4 or game 5 or something like that. But I think New York's going to win the rest of the series. Now, I do have a comment. It says, how about the NBC channel, I'm assuming? I'm not sure what you're meaning by that. But that's all I have. And let's see, as I give my predictions, let's see by Wednesday how well I do. Now, I'm not going to talk about the rest of hockey, what my predictions are for that. I'm going to save that for tomorrow's sports corner show. But check us out on Facebook. We just did a follower appreciation show on that. We just hit 1,000 followers about a month ago, and we attempted our goal to be in the next couple of days, but hit 1,000. Check my Facebook page at Sportsstatus as the Facebook page, just like you see in the title. Check us out on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and also this will be posted. This show will be posted on the Nate Sports Blog website, so you can also check that out. And when my article gets posted today, you also check that out as well. So that's all I have, and we'll see you guys later.